Who are these guys? What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video of Sports Talk Buffalo. The Buffalo Sabres are currently the best team in the NHL. No, I'm not joking. The Buffalo Sabres are currently the best team in the NHL. They have 6 points and sit 3-0-0 in their first 3 games. This is the first time the Sabres have started a season 3-0 or better since 2008, 2009, 13 years. The Buffalo Sabres have not won 3 games to start a season, coming off the back of what people deem, coming on the fact that people deem that the Buffalo Sabres are the worst team in hockey. I said it all offseason as I started to add players, as I seen Granato coach more. The Buffalo Sabres are not the worst team in the NHL. I said it on the last video. I have a bold prediction. I believe the Buffalo Sabres will finish with 75 points, and it looks like my prediction so far, so good. Do I think that the winning is going to continue at this pace? Of course not. I know better than that. The Buffalo Sabres, however, are going to be a very fun team and a very competitive team all season long. So buckle your seatbelts, hop on the bandwagon, because this team looks like it could be a very, very fun team to watch under Don Granato. Now, the Buffalo Sabres continued their hot start as they beat the Vancouver Canucks 5-2 in this past game, and they found themselves down 1 goal multiple times in this game. They were down 1-0. They came back to tie it up. They were down 2-1. They came back to tie it up again. The Buffalo Sabres have shown that they can be resilient. They were down 1-0, I believe, against Arizona. Won that in a shootout. They were down 1-0 and then 2-1. They came back and won 5-2 in regulation against a pretty good Vancouver Canucks team, one that does have a lot of top-end talent that the Buffalo Sabres supposedly don't have. And this is the, and they completely took over the third. All 5 goals were scored from the Buffalo Sabres by 5 different players. So the Sabres are getting contributions from absolutely everywhere. And it is a sight to behold that the Buffalo Sabres are actually winning games. Again, they hadn't won more than 2 games in a row at all in the shortened season last year. So the fact that they came out and won 3 in a row is simply incredible. The Buffalo Sabres, again, look like they're going to be a very, very fun team to watch. Jeff Skinner, one of the leading scorers on the Buffalo Sabres. I believe he's got 3 points, a goal, and 2 assists. He had just a very Jeff Skinner-esque goal, and it was the game-winning goal against the Vancouver Canucks. Off a rebound, he collects it on his knees, going down to his ass, backhand up over Demko's glove. That ends up being the game-winning goal. The Buffalo Sabres, again, score a couple more goals, one into the empty net, and they end up just completely dominating the third period and coming out of their third game with yet another win. Another strong performance in this one by Craig Anderson, and we didn't know what to expect from the 40-year-old as he is, well past his sell-by date in the NHL, but he comes up with another strong performance, stopped 32 of 34. That is and 62 of 65, giving him a 0.954 save percentage in his 2 games. That is simply incredible. We're getting more than we bargained for with Craig Anderson and Dustin Tokarski so far. Obviously, we're only 3 games in, but they have looked good, so let's just enjoy what we are seeing. So what has contributed to the Buffalo Sabres' hot start? Let's talk about it. First, it's been the goaltending, as I just said. I don't think we expected that 3 games into the season, the Buffalo Sabres would only allow 4 goals in those first 3 games. The goaltenders have been simply spectacular. Craig Anderson making big stops, made a big one on the power play against Vancouver. Vancouver got a power play. They're down 2 goals with maybe 5 minutes to go. in the third period. He comes across and makes a big blocker save to keep it a 2-goal game and keep the Sabres comfortably in the lead. Again, Dustin Tokarski played a very strong game in his first start of the season, and it almost looks like it's going to be a back and forth kind of thing. You know, they're going to completely split time and split games unless one goalie gets on an absolute terror of a run or one of the goalies just absolutely falls flat, which is incredibly possible with these two goaltenders. However, right now, both of them are playing very, very well, and both of them have something to prove. Tokarski's got to prove that he belongs in the NHL. Craig Anderson is proving that he still belongs in the NHL. The next thing that you can talk about that is contributing to the Buffalo Sabres' hot start is the fact that they have depth of scoring, something that we have been longing for the longest time in Buffalo. They have depth of scoring, and they haven't had to rely on one or two lines to score all the goals or points. And if those two lines, they don't have a good game, then they're sunken completely. In all honesty, the Sabres have 15 players that have recorded at least 1 point and 10 players that have recorded at least 2 points in this season in the first 3 games. The third thing that you can talk about to contribute to the Buffalo Sabres' success is their penalty killing. The penalty killing is operating at a 100% through 3 games. I believe they're 8 of 8 in the first 3 games. Obviously, that is not going to continue, as that is essentially impossible for the Sabres to continue that type of pace all season long. But if they can continue to be a very good penalty killing team, they will not bury themselves and get themselves behind in a lot of games if they don't give up a lot of goals when they are shorthanded. And that will keep them in a lot of games. And also the Sabres power play, it hasn't been that great. It wasn't that great this game. However, they still looked pretty good. They didn't score this game, I should say. They still looked pretty good, and I believe they are 4 of 10 on the season or 4 of 12 on the season, something to that effect. They're 40 to 50%, somewhere around there, I believe, on the season, and that is that is red hot for the Buffalo Sabres, who seemingly have no real weapons to put on the power play. They have performed very well. They look very sharp. They look very crisp. Their puck movement looks good, and they look confident. That is the biggest thing for this Buffalo Sabres team, is they're playing with a load of confidence. And that brings me to my last point, that why the Buffalo Sabres have started so well. Coaching. The Buffalo Sabres look like they have finally found a coach that can actually coach at the NHL level. I said it on the last video that I made. I liked what Don Granato was able to do with the Buffalo Sabres last year. I know his record was only 9-16-3 to end the season. However, they had a very condensed schedule. So when he took over, they had maybe 2 practices in between the first 5 games that they played. So he really could not implement a system that benefited the Buffalo Sabres. So you get rid of the first 5 games. He was 9-11-3, and I'm talking about 9-11-3 with Tokarski and Michael Hauser as their goaltending tandem. So that goes to show you how good he is at putting his players in the best position to win. Of course, there's a lot of turnover, but I really think that Don Granato has all the makings of a really good NHL coach. He's had success at every level that he's been a head coach at, and I just think that he brings exactly what the Sabres need to this organization. He is a good coach. He is a structured coach. He is going to let the players be who they are, and he's going to squeeze every ounce of potential they have out of them while letting them have fun, make mistakes, and go out there and just be who they are, skate hard, play a straightforward game, shoot a lot, go to the net, crash for rebounds, and see what happens. And so far, what has happened is 3-0 for the Buffalo Sabres. I absolutely love what Don Granato is doing with this team. They are fast. They are fast-paced. They're in your face. They are fun. And I don't mean in your face like tough, like 90s in your face. I mean like in your face on the forecheck tough. The Sabres are fast, exciting. Their passes are crisp. They look good. They look structured. There's guys helping out on the back end. When somebody pinches, it's not an immediate 2-on-1 and going the other way. It looks like it is a very simplified game for all of the young players, and they are responding extraordinarily well to Coach Don Granato, and I absolutely love what he's doing so far, and hopefully it can continue to a good pace. I know they're going to come crashing back down to earth at some point. However, right now, I'm riding the high on the Buffalo Sabres. I'm really, really looking forward to watching them all season long. They're going to be fun. Again, go to the games if you can. Tune in on TV if you can. They're going to be a very fun team. Follow the team. Also, make sure you follow me here on YouTube. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a video. And also give me a thumbs up so that more people can experience all that is Sports Talk Buffalo, so we can all have a good time talking Bills, Sabres, and UB Bulls men's basketball and football. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic week.